is, we all have our favorite swing turns. Mine's happened to be Wendell, and I wanted to know if he was ever able to graduate and become a forensic anthropologist.
Oh.
I don't know.
Did you ever give him credit for it? Any congratulations from Brennan?
I don't remember. I mean, I guess he didn't graduate on the show when we were doing the show, right? I don't think he did.
No.
But since then, I would hope. I would hope, but I don't. And sometimes I just don't. I like to think I remember a certain amount, and then there's a limit, and it's usually the stuff that happened early on in the show. And so, like after on, it was like, what did I not remember? I don't know. Certain things about the wedding, I did not remember at all, and I was like, I should know that.
That you got married?
You know who will know that?
I got married?
You know who will always know that? Eric Milligan.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric will always, he is like the bones expert.
You have excellent taste, by the way. Michael Grant Terry, who played Wendell,
Yes.
is
Yes.
fantastic. What I'd like to do, I don't have it on me, I thought I did, but I'd like to call him and ask him that question. Where's Christine?
Oh!
She's probably busy. If I find my phone, I'll call him and ask him. Since Dr. Brendan doesn't recall. But we'll call him and ask him.
Well, he also has information that might.
Oh, hi.
Oh! Okay. You got it? Okay. Here we go.
I'll call him, but you can keep asking questions.
Yeah, while we're waiting on that phone call, I do have a question from Discord from Pyro, who wants to know if your Rolling Bones inspired you to do any research or look up any of the science that your character was an expert in. Did you go on to get your own PhD?
No.
What an
We
underachiever.
did a certain amount of research while we were.
You did. You had
While
to.
we were. It's early. What time is it now?
What time is it here?
It's
No, it's
here.
not that bad. It's like.
Oh yeah, he has kids. He's good.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, I mean, we did research. I mean, I did research when we, first started. Got a lot of books, read, understood as much as I could, and then every time we had to say things, we also had people like Donna Klein, who was our technical advisor, who would help us understand what we were saying at the time.
Oh
so
yeah,
we had-
and mine was basically, is this good or bad? Is what I'm saying good or bad?
Let's just like bring it down to the.
I think we're gonna leave a voice message for him, so get ready.
You've reached Michael Grant Terry. Please leave a message.
Michael, I'm here with a few friends of mine.
Hi,
We had a quick question for you, so give us a call back. Bye.
Perfect. All right, well, let's get another live question up.
Hey, I'm a pathologist and I've done many forensic cases.
Cool.
And a lot of them like we have on your show. And your prop guys that made those special effects for those bodies did an amazing job.
The Yeager brothers.
Yeager brothers.
Amazing.
Chris Yeager, Kevin Yeager.
Fantastic.
And also there were other people who were not Yeagers, but we called them all.
Yeah,
they were all just Yeager brothers.
They were all school.
But they're incredible. Wait, was it just a comment to say?
No, my question was, which case was so gross or so realistic that it just completely freaked you out and you could even get close to the table to do the scene?
I mean, we got desensitized pretty fast. The skin, the hand skin that I had to
Yes.
actually pull out my hand.
That was awful.
That really grossed me out. I mean, rightly so.
That's really
it was
early.
absolutely disgusting. It was early on, season 1. They had the hand of the deceased and they rehydrated it.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And then I had to put on. I did not eat breakfast that morning. And then they had an episode about astronauts, and they had coral in their bones, and that freaked me out. I don't.
Was it the porous? You
The
did.
porous
Emily
thing.
doesn't like porous things, so anytime
Yeah.
the bones had like
Nope.
you
Yeah,
look
a little.
spongy.
You had the one where there was the liquefied body,
Oh, the bathtub one?
and then Hodgins is laying in the bathtub at the end with Angela.
Yes, it was the bathtub. It was the something in the bathtub, maybe.
But nothing really freaked us out.
Season 2.
Thank goodness for, you said you do this for real. This is like for real life. The benefit for us is that with everything we dealt with, we didn't have to deal with any of the smells, the
Smells.
real life smells.
Mostly.
Except for the bugs.
The
Even though
maggots.
that
The maggots smell bad.
maggots have a smell.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
We didn't know let's use actual maggots though.
Yeah.
So they were like mealworms.
So when they smelled when it wasn't real ones, that
The
was just real
gentleman
ones to me.
psychologist said that it was, yeah, they didn't feel like the maggots were, as photogenic.
No,
They didn't show up.
They didn't audition well. Yeah.
So we had different things, but also I feel like it was the beetles that smelled
They
the
did
worst.
smell. Yeah.
They had, what?
These are my friends, so be careful.
They are.
That was Larry and Scott.
And Tony and Frank.
You remember?
Yeah,
Oh,
Lisa.
that's great. Lisa's
Yeah,
lovely.
yeah.
Are you just listing the most generic names you can think of? Yeah. That they coincided with the bug?
Yeah.
Or
Well, he can
Bug
name
wranglers.
whatever he wants.
Bug wranglers.
Yeah.
There's such
Crazy
a thing.
one, Sebastian.
Make it amazing ones.
Wait, so tomorrow, did you have something?
I think
I smell
mine was
hers.
the same as TJ's. It was the skull cap.
bathtub.
The only thing left was the skull cap, and Zach was pulling it out with a pitchfork or something.
Yeah.
Was he digging around in the soup that was.
What's
was
funny
human?
is that was just using your imagination because you used to goo and a skull, but it was very
couple of
disgusting.
chunks. It was a couple
but
of
it's your
chunks.
imagination. A couple chunks.
There were a
right.
couple chunks.
Chunks don't help.
Yeah.
But really, it was a bathtub full of like liquid and then a skull.
Is this really what you want to hear about? You guys were up very late and probably drinking, so this is probably not the conversation you want to be having.
Exactly.
yeah, let's
They're here. They're here for the bones panel. Thank you for that question.
More live questions.
More live questions. Wait, we did a song in Comic-Con in San Diego like years ago. Do you remember? David Boreanaz we started singing fan questions, fan questions. This is.
Would you like to bring the song back?
I just read.
Do you want to?
Okay. But I want to hear the questions.
All right, TJ, the question I have for you is, with King of the Lab, was that something that you kind of came up with, or was that something that the show came up with?
That's a great question. It's something that Hart Hansen came up with, and it was a competition between Zach and I.
Creator and showrunner of the show.
Yes, Hart Hansen was the creator and showrunner and our friend. He came up with it, and it was supposed to, again, be this kind of dueling competition between Zach, Addy, and myself. I just kept throwing it in every time I could. And it wasn't written in always, but I would just throw it in. We'd be in the middle of the scene, and I would just end it with King of the Lab. And so eventually they just started putting it in more and more. And so, yeah, I really liked it. And then the whole show, oh, spoiler alert. Has everyone seen the entire show? Is there anyone here? Oh, yes. But yeah, the show, I got to like be the King of the Lab.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And so you can wear that shirt.
Proudly. And thank you for that question.
if I can have Tamara and Emily just pull your microphone closer.
You do want to
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we're not hitting the back
You
of the
not
room.
heard everything we said?
Let's start over.
We said amazing things. Let's start
Exactly. Well, and every time I go in, I feel like it's like I'm coming in hot.
No,
I'm
it
like,
does sound very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of people here that we need to reach.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's get our next question up.
Hi.
Calm down.
I actually just graduated with my forensics degree. And you kind of already answered one of my questions, but what is your favorite episode or case that you solved on the show?
Ooh, like the actual case or an episode?
Yeah, those are two
Guys
different
have-
questions,
okay,
but
I
they're
have
both
You have
great.
one? Okay, go ahead.
The Norwegian death metal episode. for some- that one like freaked me out and was also incredibly emotional. Like Sweets had, you and Sweets had like a bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like there was a lot of emotion and sort of like creepy, gross Norwegian goth metal. So that was mine. Yeah. What's that? It. Right? Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
What's yours? Do you have one?
Favorite episode?
Yeah, start with
Favorite
that.
episode, I mean, I've started going through all the episodes because we're doing a rewatch podcast with Carla Gallo, who played Daisy Wick. And so far, our favorite episode, we both have the same favorite episode, not just because Carla, who's not here. It is.
Let me call her.
She will confirm. She will confirm I'm not lying. The man in the fallout shelter from season
Yeah.
1, the Christmas. It's like the first episode where it really felt like we were together, and the only thing missing is Tamara Taylor.
Yeah, but it was a beautiful episode, though. I love
It was a nice episode, and I also love our
the grave digger when you
yes, the buried
Yeah,
alive
aliens in the spaceship.
aliens in the spaceship.
Yeah.
And I don't know, there's so many. I liked when we had the Weekend at Bernie's one for humor. But I
That was
wanted
awesome.
DragonCon. I don't know, there's so many. And then the favorite case to solve. I don't know about the favorite. There's just so many. I don't know. Someone say something? Oh, go ahead.
I liked Aliens in a Spaceship. I thought that was what I liked about that particular episode was everybody was trying to save us, and I thought that part of it, watching them have to figure it out and find us and get to us in time.
So hot.
Yeah, I
And
really
then
loved
We thought we were gonna die.
Well,
Yeah.
cutting back to you guys, we're frantic, like up, up on land, and you guys are absolutely terrified down below. Like it was just all. I think I'm coming
Into the mic.
I also liked that we
Do I turn
got
it?
to.
This way is better. Thank you guys.
I'm trying to answer a question. I liked that we got to bond as characters in the sense
Yeah.
that we didn't think we were going to live.
Yeah.
So getting to tell you how rich I was, to get to tell you how madly in love I was with Angela,
Yeah.
not knowing that it was ever going to come
Yeah.
out once we got it. So I thought that tender moment before we started figuring out how to create air. It was pretty.
Yeah.
pretty neat.
Didn't you have a
got
got
deep.
perfume like you had bought?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
expensive
very
perfume.
expensive one. Yeah.
I have it with me. Somewhere. Yeah, good question. What about, that's probably it. Do you have a case? Oh, you said.
I don't have a case now.
The cases are harder.
Yeah, they're harder to remember.
Yeah.
Why?
I thought the JFK one was really neat.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It was really neat.
It
Yeah.
was super cool.
That was cool.
That one where there was like we saw the perspective of the skull.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun too.
Yeah, that was really
Was that
interesting.
Sandy
to shoot.
Bookstaver?
No, I don't
Earlier. Yeah, that was really neat.
know if that. I don't think it was. No, I think it was like Mylan or something.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
but
Yeah.
we had to like act. What guys?
Come join me.
What is
Come over here.
Mine, because if I put it,
Try this one.
is this?
Is it because it was getting too close?
I
to
think
the
maybe
thing?
it was getting too far. Okay.
Or is it completely?
I don't know. Technical, as long.
Welcome to the technical panel of DragonCon.
First panel of the day in the room, we're always exploring a little bit.
Yes.
Let's hit to our next
Yes.
fan question. We'll
Great.
stop calling them live questions and go to
Live questions, live questions.
So I was actually going to ask about the Gravedigger episode. It's one of my favorite sequences. I was wondering if you could talk about filming the sequences for being buried alive and being like pulled out from underground.
That's great. Yeah, good questions. You want to take it?
No, you start.
We they had created in a sound stage. They took the car and they just kept pouring more and more dirt kind of all around the car. And
There were more than one car. There was more than one car.
yeah, that's true.
It was like 4 cars.
But there was the one that we were in, and I remember.
No, I mean, do you remember that they had like half a car this
Yeah.
way, half a car that way, half a car this way, half a car that way. They split a car. They took like 2 cars that were the same and they split it in half one way and half the other way. So
Yeah.
that they could shoot us. So we still had to imagine that we were in a
Talk about pretend
car buried because like there was.
claustrophobia when you actually
Yeah.
weren't claustrophobic
Yeah.
because you were wide open.
I mean, there's still like a camera right there, so there's
Yeah.
still that.
But
I
they
didn't
covered
think
it
of-
for us too. If I remember correctly,
did. They
would cover
covered
it, so
the-
we still had that sense of
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
kind of feeling.
Little known fact, I think you stayed in that car when we were not working to really get
I
a
did.
sense of being buried alive.
Well, they locked the door. Kept.
And you didn't see the whole front half of the car? It was totally open? You
Yeah,
didn't
I,
walk
didn't
out?
really- I was looking this way. I did stay in the car because I just wanted to, Hodgins was injured and Brendan was about to do surgery on him underground. But I just wanted to get a sense of what it felt like to really kind of be in there, and so I just stayed in there for many hours. I went in with the director the day before, and we just kind of worked out just positions and where we could be and how this would work and how we could kind of move around the car while we were doing that. But to answer the question about being pulled out of the ground, because we actually kind of, in the show, you see them pulling us out. So they dug a hole and we climbed in it. And then they threw dirt on top of us.
No,
and
yeah,
then
and
they
that's
just
called
pulled
hell
us
to
out.
the no. For me, that would have been a hell to the no. Tamara, are you cool being buried in the ground? No.
Get my double. You put me in, and then when she's pulled out.
I'm happy you like that one, though. Thanks for that question.
Yeah.
We
So
singing?
we all as individuals, our personalities change over time. Do you find that when you're in a role such as you were for this show over time, that did your personality change to match more of the character, or did you find yourself putting more of yourself into the characters?
I have a response to that. So Hodgins, when we were first creating the character in season 1, he was very much, as far as the way in which I saw him on page was that he was quite literally a mad scientist. He had anger management issues, and he was brilliant at the science that he was brilliant at. And so I really kind of built him around being this kind of very angry, driven, mad scientist. And I didn't know the show was gonna go as long as it did. And it's hard to play angry all the time. And so eventually it was I just started to let Jack be more like me, so that you could just kind of show up to work with your friends and then just be, with your friends. So he chills out a bit until he then eventually gets very angry again. Poor
Well,
Angela.
when he got put in the chair,
He got
pissed.
I mean, rightly so. He was pretty angry then. But you do. That's an excellent question. I think because the show had the amount of time it did, we as actors really got to kind of find so many journeys within that character arc, because it started over so many times for us. It wasn't just, okay, we've got 12 episodes to tell a story. We got to keep showing up in your living rooms and just telling you stories week after week. And so, we tried to morph. I hope it worked. I hope the characters felt more tangible and like friends as time went on.
I feel like I sort of feel like I showed up again when they created. Is it me? When they create the characters, they're not two-dimensional. I think Hart definitely created well-defined characters.
Yeah.
So you show up as an actor and you fill out what he's written. But I think as the seasons wore on, I think more and more the writers start to see what's naturally coming out of the actors. And I think Cam was very stern when she first showed up, and definitely defending her team and about her team. But she was very, I'm the boss, and I definitely was antagonistic to you. Like, just, she was kind of towing the party line and rough. And I think as the writers sort of saw that Cam was sort of the audience, because I got to appreciate all the shenanigans that you guys would get into, because everybody in the lab was a little bit kooky. And Cam was not, so she got to just sort of appreciate. And I noticed that, I think because I was doing, I don't know, they just started to write a gentleness, an appreciation into Cam that wasn't there before. And I think it's probably because I was just sitting back going, my God.
I would say that both things are true for me, in that, the character of Brennan, changed over time and opened up more and was able to have a relationship and get married and just let her walls down a bit or a lot by the end. Still being authentically who herself as well. And I would say, to answer about myself in the character, and I also realized while doing the show how much I actually was more like the character than I realized in many ways. And then but I would say that she's definitely different from me in other ways too. But I thought she was more different than I think she really is when I first started. And then, yeah, I think, the character changes with your help, with the writer's help, with all of that, intentionally, unintentionally. And then, she would seep into my life too, where I'd just be like, so analytical and so literal sometimes, and I can be literal, but she's even more. So I would be like, oh, that's Brennan showing up,
You had, for you in particular, your life somewhat paralleled hers in terms of what was going on in both of your lives.
Well, had to because I got pregnant.
Yeah.
So they had to write it.
But how was that for you as you, Emily, and then Brennan were both kind of doing something, but you had different, lives like growing into it. So how was that for you, like balancing that?
Great question.
Like age-old question that women get asked about, like how to balance.
No, God, no.
Life.
No.
Work. Or
No, it's an actor
we
question.
Need to, like,
No, it's an actor question.
Understand the question.
It's an actor question of you building a character that was going through a new relationship and having children and what does that mean for Brennan, when in fact Emily was having that same stuff go on.
Right.
So how did you as an actor kind of compartmentalize those two things?
I mean, it made it easy to do that because it was like things I was pregnancy I was actually going through, and like postpartum actually going through the time after having a baby, and then what that's like to leave your kid, all of that. So it made it my job easier.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull, great question. I'm gonna pull another one from Discord. We've got Riri stuck in the middle of a row here, who wants to know who your favorite guest star was.
Ooh, I mean, we got a lot of great guests. Betty White.
Woo!
I mean, Cyndi Lauper, David Allen Greer. I mean, we had some amazing guests. I don't know, I would go with Betty White, because also we got to work with her, and she's since passed, which is so sad, but we got to work with someone who, I love since a living legend.
And we were aware of that at the time. It was just like, try not to stare at Betty.
Yeah. We were very much aware of how special she was.
I think for me, Billy Gibbons, except for the fact that he tattooed me every time he showed up. Angela's dad. But yeah, there were so many guest stars. And I have to say, you mentioned one of the Swinterns, but our team got to grow once Brennan decided after Zach Addy left that she was going to have these interns, and it was such a blessing to the show.
Yeah.
I'm sure for the writers, but for sure as the actors, and I'm only assuming for you also, just having all of those actors coming in and rotating through and getting to interact with all of us, that was so fun. It was just the best. So I feel like even though they were part of our family, when I think of like stars on the show, I always think like, God, the Swinterns were like so amazing, like all of our rotating interns.
I don't think of them as guest stars.
Yeah.
And Scoop McNairy, he was pretty great. He did 2 episodes playing like a stalker guy, and he's since gone on to do amazing work. But he would be the one that like you didn't know who he was when he came on. You're like, who is this? This guy is a really interesting actor.
There was some actor also. He very handsome, very smart. He played a priest. He was a priest that married. He married you.
Are you talking about my husband?
Oh, your husband.
David
Your husband.
Hornsby?
That's right. Yeah, that was fun.
Very handsome, very talented.
He married smart, played a priest. I love
What about you, Lauren? Do you have a favorite?
I think probably Betty White was my favorite. Why do I feel like it's still happening, guys?
Can I try?
Yes. Oh, is that what it's?
Oh, that must be because you being close to TJ's.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
No.
It's better.
Better?
I think it's better.
No,
it's not better. Right in front of me. Okay, guys, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Okay.
Hey.
That was so simple.
Round of applause for Tech Ops, y'all. They keep this con going.
Amazing.
Okay, so let's get another live question?
Live questions, live questions.
Hi.
Hi.
Speaking of costuming, I love the costuming in Bones, especially the early seasons. I have my booth, my belt buckle.
Nice.
Do you have the cocky belt buckle?
I do.
Oh, the cocky
Amazing.
boots belt buckle.
I was wondering if you guys had like a favorite costume piece or accessory that really helped you like build the character.
To help build the character, it's interesting because like in the pilot, I was dressed a specific. It was hard because I was cast. I was 28, but I think they originally wanted the character to be older.
Yeah, for sure.
And I, in my young self, was always auditioning for like 35-year-olds since I was.
We
20.
said that. We've always been
Yes.
playing older. I think it's the voice.
They're like, yeah, she's a
gonna
big
play
part of the
50 at
voice.
25.
The deep voice. But so it was an evolved thing, and if you liked the early seasons, that was Bobby Reed, who was a great costume designer, and she really was a big part of Brennan's. All of our characters.
Establishing Brennan's like very ethnic,
Well,
like
the
group, tribal
necklaces
jewelry
and
stuff.
all of it that we kind of laugh about now, but they really did
It
help
worked.
kind of establish who Brennan was and distinguish her and her character. Like it evolved because the pilot, I wore like, it was like I was dressed as like a professor. I remember being like, well, I would never wear these clothes as a 20-something person, but I guess I guess this is what I should wear. And then my publicist, oh my God, I'm thinking of Brennan. My publisher, Random House. My publicist and my manager like had a call. They did not like the costumes because I looked like I was too old. Anyways, to answer your question, favorite thing. I mean, I laugh at chunky necklaces and the crazy belts and stuff now, but really like the necklaces helped kind of ground and find, and we figured that Brendan found the necklaces all over the world, so we got to have different beads from different places, and this woman Kate made the necklaces. So
And my friend Aklia made some of them.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Did you get to keep any?
No. No. I don't know where those are. I mean, Brendan kind of changed her style over time and didn't wear those necklaces, so I don't even know what happened to them from the beginning seasons. But
You had a lot of fun costumes too when you guys would go undercover. With,
yes.
like, Buck and
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was
So
really
when you
fun.
think about that, I guess like probably the circus. The circus outfit was like a favorite. Yeah.
The Halloween episodes,
Oh, yeah.
like when we were all dressed
Wonder
up.
Woman. I
Wonder
mean,
Woman.
my childhood hero. So.
You're amazing.
Catwoman.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
And then
that's fun.
Michaela was Cher.
Cher.
Oh,
That was
That's
awesome.
the captain of the Titanic.
Oh yes.
Oh, and Zach was
Zach
the-
was the back half of the cow.
And Booth was a squint.
That's right. He was a
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
amazing.
That was kind of fun. Those are fun.
What do you got? Do you guys answer?
Did you have a favorite?
No, I think just that whenever we got to kind of like
Okay,
Costumes,
do
yours
yeah.
was Halloween.
the wedding and fun
Yeah.
things like that when we got to dress up a little bit.
Nice. Well, I feel like my favorite, I don't have a favorite piece, but I would say like, we joked about this last night. By the end of the show, Cam was in every skin tight dress, like so like Karen Nealon was the dress maker that like oh God, I remember
Every
Robin.
What?
Our
Oh,
costume,
costume designer? Oh,
yeah,
I
it
was
just
like-
became like skin tight Karen Nealon dresses. So each and every one of those would be my favorite.
Kevin Nealon?
Karen. Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Nealon made the costumes for Bo?
That's amazing.
He is so
That
talented.
guy is so good.
All right, I've got a question in Discord that I'm going to amend slightly to avoid spoilers. This is from Kelterra, and it's a very specific spoiler, but in
We all
general, how much heads up did you get on really surprising twists in the show? Did you know, like, did you get the script soon before shooting? Did you know at the start of the season? How much lead time did you get to prepare yourselves?
Are we still worried about spoilers? It's been out for 20 years.
I mean, I think that if you haven't seen it,
It's specifically about
that's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause there were a lot of
I mean, because
Intense.
like it's been 7 years or something since we finished.
Yeah.
So when did you know?
No,
How
no,
early
I
did you
know
know
from-
about Zach?
Yeah, that's what, Zach and Sweets.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It wasn't at the beginning of the season. I'll say that. I don't remember how far in advance it was, but it wouldn't be like the day of or the day before. Do you remember, guys, when we knew about Zach or when we were told? We were probably told in some way before we received the script.
Weren't we on a writer's strike?
It was a writer's
And
strike,
it
so
was-
everything was kind of coming in, like in this
that's right.
piecemeal. It was a very strange
right.
time period.
Yeah,
So
and we
that
had-
particular one was, it actually did feel like we
It
were
was a
finding out
shocker.
as it was happening. So that really was, it felt like a few days before we were going, wait, what's happening? What's going on?
Yeah, because it was the first script that we got. We were on a, like, the writer's strike lasted for what, 6 months or something like that? A long time.
It felt like forever.
Felt like forever. And then the first script that we got when the writer's strike was settled was that Zach script.
Yeah.
And it was shocking. It was
Ooh, I didn't remember that.
It was completely
the first
shocking.
script.
First script back.
Ooh, yeah.
That was weird.
The Vincent Nigel Murray one was shocking.
But I
The
don't
Sweets
think
one
we
was
got
shocking.
much. We didn't get much of a heads up. Like when things were coming, like oh, by the way, you're going to be poisoned next episode.
Right.
I would just read the episode and go, oh, I'm sawing open a skull and I get poisoned. I guess that's happening.
Yeah.
Do I live? Yeah. So yeah, we didn't get much advance warning really, unless it was a big plot point. Like I think the Gravedigger, like.
Well, I think people's deaths would be a big plot point.
You'd think. But don't you feel
I feel like
we didn't get a heads up about Sweet?
I got a heads
No,
up.
I didn't- oh, you did? Thanks.
I feel like I had conversations before I got scripts. Maybe
You
there was
guys-
like-
you guys-
I got the conversation. You guys did.
We're at this
No,
table
we
over
didn't.
here.
But I might be remembering it differently.
We're just gonna move our table over here. No.
TJ and Tamara are much closer to the heads up that we all got.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just.
I might be remembering it wrong, but I feel like I had conversations.
Okay.
No, I mean, I knew from before we
What?
started the show who was gonna die and when, and you'd be poisoned before you were even cast.
You wrote that one.
And I wanted her to die, but they said no. Actually, keeping her alive.
That's literally what happened. Not that Emily wanted her to die, but they created her character with the intention of killing her. They thought we need someone that can kind of be a love interest of Booth.
Plot twist.
And then they were intending to kill her, and she was so likable and so fun. She survived.
I survived, but it was quite a conversation at the craft service table when Hart Hansen, the creator, came up and he said, "Oh, Tamara, you're doing so great. The fans really love you. We're gonna have to kill you." And I was like, "Okay, cool. And I just kind of like wandered to my trailer and was like, "What?" And thankfully, I think it's you guys literally that changed the trajectory because fans didn't want her to. Yeah, they were planning.
If it were up to Emily, she would have been dead.
I would have killed her. One episode if I could. No, I don't know if, I feel like I thought you were meant to be on, like, I think you thought too.
I think it was like,
we kind of didn't understand. There
We-
was like, they were
there was
thinking.
a trial period. I kind of thought that I was like, I'm a series regular on Bones. Isn't this exciting? But there was I think like any character, there was a trial period, but I do think that Hart did not let me know that there was a possibility until that
Until it's craft service.
Until that craft service.
We love you, you're gonna die.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing great, you're gonna die.
Exactly. And it was so hard-handed. Oh gosh darn it, you're doing so great. The fans just love you. We're gonna have to kill you. Yeah.
Brutal. Well, let's take another live question to counteract all that killing talk.
Live question. Okay. Live question.
So after the final wrap, what did y'all do to celebrate or commiserate or just hide away after the final wrap at the final season?
Wait, it's over?
Yes, TJ. Yes, TJ.
It's done. It's done, Teach.
Okay, who wants to be honest about this question?
Oh, you.
I mean,
Oh, you.
I feel like we failed.
I
don't think we did. I mean, we must have done something before we wrapped, but I don't think we did it. Once we wrapped, I feel like
Yeah.
we didn't even see each other. For
I think it was so emotional,
Yeah.
and we were, again, I think talking about this a lot last night. But, I don't think any of us realized how emotional it was going to be walking up to the end.
Yeah.
TJ was cognizant enough to like remind us of lasts. Like,
Yeah.
this is the last time we're going to shoot in this room. Guys, this is the last time we shoot in Hodgins' room, like especially with the lab. Or this is the last director, this is the last time we're working with this director. Give him applause. Like, you were really like aware of that, which was lovely. And I think I was just sleepwalking through a lot of it, honestly. I think we were all in various stages of overwhelm. Like, I
We
was
were exhausted.
Yeah.
Completely exhausted. At the end of a very long run of a show, and so it's hard to even like see beyond, okay, what scene am I doing next? You know, like,
Yeah.
what lines do I need to learn?
And they blew
then
up
we
the
ended-
lab.
I mean, what?
They blew up the lab,
Blew
so
up
you
the
guys
lab.
were stuck in the lab
Yeah.
for like the last week.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess the
Surreal.
short answer is nothing. We did nothing.
Yeah, there was no
We-
celebrating.
Thank God have come together since, but we kind of like disappeared, you know?
We
Hid
crawled
hibernate.
away. We crawled away and hid in our little hidey hole.
I went to an audition. But we
I
stayed-
bet we had some kind of cast dinner before we wrapped.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
We have a lot of them. We had one last night.
Yeah.
We really like each other, and so I
Yeah.
think there's something about that we were genuinely friends. I guess you hear that a lot, but it's true on this show that
Yeah.
we really.
People will say when it's not true. Okay.
No, we really like
But
each
we
other.
really mean it.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Great chemistry.
Yeah,
Oh,
chemistry.
thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's
fitting
not
for
hard.
Sure.
It's not hard. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to make a science joke. What you were saying was more important.
No, jokes are very important. It wasn't hard
So
to
do you
have
feel like you're
chemistry.
watching Hodgins and Brennan right now? Was that like a very Hodgins Brennan? Yeah, that was an. You guys were like your character.
Brendan wouldn't allow a joke. I don't think Brendan would.
Exactly. But she would let you know how funny they are.
That's very funny. I'm laughing so hard.
Hi, I had lots of questions and you have answered a lot of them, but I have another one. Have you actually read the original books and how they match up with what happened in the show, and were you like, we should have done it like it was in the books, or the show was better in your opinion?
I can answer that question. So, when I was hired to be in the pilot of Bones, when I spoke with Hart, I feel we didn't really fully understand that we even had rights I think we had rights to one book, right? My character is named after the character in the books, but my character is also based on Kathy Reichs, who is the author, who is a forensic anthropologist who wrote a ton of, people haven't read them, they're really
cool.
great books, and they have Temperance Brennan in them. They don't really have the other characters in
Yeah.
them. It's a different thing, but they're really great.
They're not that great. They're not that great. The other characters.
We're not in them. They're
So-
not that great.
But Hart was like, this is a whole other thing, this TV shows, so you don't have to read the books. My mom had read most of the books, my
Oh, I
aunt had
love
read
it.
most of them,
My
other
mom-
aunt
my
had
mom had read the books.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Moms love them.
Yeah.
Other people also love them that aren't moms, but you know. Moms are also like big book readers.
Moms are people too.
Moms are people too. Thank you. Was that me?
Just punch your microphone, why don't you?
I've done that like 6 times.
Basically, I was told, don't read the books because this is its own thing. And the show isn't based on the books, basically. But since then, I've read a couple of the books. I haven't read all of the books, but
You're so good.
I read them.
I
when we were-
purposely didn't.
I did
just hold on
too.
to.
I did too, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
I read them.
totally read
and,
them.
and we had the
Read them all.
benefit of having Kathy on set with us
Yeah.
periodically, which was lovely.
Which was awkward when you hadn't read the book.
There were those tests that you kept
Yeah,
hiding.
no, but she'd like to reference them, and I'd be like, yeah, totally. That part was so cool.
I mean, they take place in Montreal for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canadian place, and Tamara is
Yeah.
Canadian.
Canadien, je suis Canadien.
Canadian.
Oh.
Oh, all right. That's all the French I got you.
Hopefully that answers the question. Live questions. Live questions.
Also a fan. Last weekend I had the pleasure of meeting Andrew Leeds, who played
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
Oh,
because he was in a production of She Loves Me, so I had to see him sing and dance, so he
Where?
wasn't so intimidating and scary.
Oh,
in
wow.
Bucks County Playhouse in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
He was awesome.
Yeah, he sings.
Yes, he does. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
He started on Broadway as a kid.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That's
Les Mis.
insane.
Yes, he was like in the original cast of, I can't remember now, but
Les
he was-
Mis, I think.
It's, what?
Les Mis.
Les Mis.
Maybe Les Mis. I don't
That's
remember,
incredible.
but yeah. Okay, so you
Anyhow.
just met him.
So afterward I told him he was my favorite serial killer. So I was wondering,
When do you get to say that?
He played Palant.
he played
Palant.
Still freaked me out. So I was wondering who you all felt was your favorite serial killer.
I would have to say
In the show?
Yeah, he's my favorite. I think Palant was mine. He was
Okay.
super creepy.
I'd say Gravedigger.
I'd say Gravedigger.
Oh, he's
but I love
we have a personal connection to the Gravedigger. She's trying to kill us. But she's a woman. I like women power. You can be serial killers too.
Yeah. Maybe I should support a female singer. Yeah.
Palant was amazing.
Palant was
and
creepy.
Andrew Leeds is amazing. He's such a talented actor, such a smart guy.
I got to
lovely
strangle
human.
him.
Yeah. Well, and he just felt like he was never going away. Like he felt scary, like super scary to me because he was just watching you and, it just, I don't know. He just felt like you could never kill him. He would never go away.
Yeah.
The Gravedigger hit me with a car.
You know what? You are right. But the Gravedigger also showed up in an episode when she was finally revealed in a purple blazer. And I thought,
This one here.
this shade, and I thought, wow, she looks like Prince. That's weird. I thought she would be a little more intimidating looking, and she was just a tiny woman in a purple blazer. I thought, oh, that's a choice.
A great actor.
She was fantastic.
Yeah. Deirdre Lovejoy, great actor.
That was her.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
She did The Wire. She's great.
Now, was she the Gravedigger?
You didn't read the books. You didn't watch the show.
There was someone that showed up in the lab, and we were all like, why is she in a purple blazer? This young little girl, this little person. And we were like, I thought that's the Gravedigger, but maybe it was another.
I think there's, I think there's also, they thought it might be one person and it ended up being another.
That's it. And then when Deirdre showed up, she was legit scary. She was terrifying. Yeah. Okay.
She might have also worn a purple jacket, but I don't remember that.
Okay, I remember the purple jacket. I'm sorry, guys.
Hard to take someone in a purple jacket? Yeah, seriously.
It was hard, and I think that they didn't think through what the big reveal was, and then they got Deirdre to go.
Right.
Oh my gosh, guys, help me.
Let's call Carla.
Oh, I clearly.
All right,
didn't
while we're
know.
calling Carla, let's get one more live question.
Call her because someone had a question for her.
They did?
Oh, you did. Her favorite episode. You said it was her favorite episode.
She sent you a voicemail.
No one's answering this
She always
call.
does.
What I worry about is someone's gonna have a voice. Okay, it's okay. What I worry about is like my voicemail. It just says my phone number.
Oh no.
It doesn't. You can do it again, I guess. I just was like, I don't want to put Carla on blast.
Yeah.
Her phone number is.
Oh, let's get another live question. Very fast.
Live question.
Are we the worst?
Live question.
So bad at answering
The
questions.
tech
Bad in a good way.
problems, the non-memories.
Not memories, the Gravedigger. Oh, I've just got it all.
We didn't even get on stage when they called us.
No, we're on
Hi, I'm so thrilled to see you guys in real life. It's very exciting. I've been standing in line this whole time.
trying
so
to
nice to see all
formulate
of
my
you.
question coherently, and your real-life chemistry is so beautiful. My thoughts are a scrambled mess, so I'm going to do my best here.
We're with you. Take your time.
I was an archaeologist. I studied anthropology.
Ooh, wow.
I had the pleasure of having some guest lectures with Kathy Reichs,
Ooh,
actually.
wow.
One question people asked her about the show. We'll get to that later in the Hall of Fame or something. But
We need to know what her response was. I need to know.
in, you know, this line of work, you're dealing with death and some trauma and all of this other stuff, but you guys all managed to find humor and beauty in the world and everything else. And I know when we were in osteology classes, there'd be things like the olecranon process on the elbow that kind of looks like a pirate hook, and grad students would be like, "Arr," and, you know, weird things where you kind of find the humor in the death. So my question is, for each of you, kind of where did you find that balance in the death and the science and the humor?
Great question. That was a good question.
I think I will just start with saying, I think it starts with Hart Hansen, who created the show and was a showrunner for many, many years.
Yeah.
He created a show with a tone that was lighthearted, still taking things seriously and death seriously and solving the murders seriously. But just like in life, you go through horrible, horrible things, and somehow then you find yourself laughing about the weirdest thing because you have to make your way through it. And if you don't have some joy and humor, then it's miserable, you know. And so, but it starts with Hart, who created a show with that. We didn't take ourselves as seriously, like the character. I mean, well, Brendan, I guess, I took myself seriously, but the show didn't take itself seriously. And I think so it starts there. And so that allowed us to have fun and, you know, find the humor in things and the lighthearted things. But it did, I mean, I remember the first season, I feel like feeling down about dealing with murder all day long.
And had you guys, like, it felt like the pilot was like very clearly defined. We knew who everyone was. The tone felt very clear, but it felt like the tone evolved a little bit and sort of oddly got a little lighter. Like had the nerve to get even lighter.
Yeah.
But
it took us a bit because also the network didn't know what, like they didn't
know
if they wanted us to be what I think Hart wanted us to be, which is the character-based kind of quirky show that it was in the end. But I think we had to get permission eventually from the network and the studio and everybody to be like, okay, you can do that.
And it's
you
not
don't have to be
light of the dead.
CSI, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it was super fun to be able to pop out of, you know, like dissecting bodies and you know, like digging through corpse gravy and stomachs and things. And then asking about a date. Like, how did you and Angela, did you ask her on a date? Like, I love that we got to pop in and out as characters from, you know, solving the case to real life. And those conversations happened like,
and as actors, I mean, we pop in and out of our own, like they'd be
totally.
like, what do you like to say? Oh, Mike?
Oh my God, Michael Grantari's calling.
Hi, Michael. Michael, Emily, Tamara, and I are on a panel right now, and you're with 14,000 people. And what was the question?
Did he graduate?
Did he graduate?
Okay, go to a meeting, but we have questions for you when you get out. We love you. No, I'm just kidding. Here's the brag. Oh, we had one question for you about...
Did you eventually, hi, it's
Oh,
Emily.
it's Emily.
Hi, did you graduate ever?
Not you, Michael. Did Wendell?
Did Wendell graduate, do you know?
No, Wendell went off to, you know, just pursue life. He decided that life was more important than work.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, bye. All right, I'll call you later. Okay. Bye.
That was awesome.
He asked you if you read the scripts.
Didn't read the script, didn't read the book. That's all right.
Those characters that you watched on that TV show called Bones, they were so smart. They were all so genius. I mean,
Much smarter than we all were.
Yeah, and there was some elements of that as actors, we really needed to learn the science, especially in a time period when it wasn't so readily available on, just jumping on your phone. So it was our duty to bring the world of forensics, which was very much a young science, as you know, but to bring it to a place where it was interesting and something that could be explained in a quick way, but with advanced degrees and like for Hodgins, entomology, botany, mineralogy. These are things that we wanted.
Stop bragging.
We wanted as actors to do the work and have people on set and contact people to make sure that the science lined up as much as it could, so that we could then have fun as actors. And as Hart always said, he loves characters. He doesn't. It didn't. You could almost take each of these characters out of the world of forensics and put them in any other world, and the characters and their relationship would still work. It just happened to take place in forensics. So hopefully we did justice at making the science interesting, but also bring you into their lives and to have a sense of who these people are and how much they love each other. Hopefully.
Yeah. All right, we have time for one more question. Before we get to that, I want to remind you all that when we are done, please rate this panel in the DragonCon app. Please donate. I think I got an update.
Or unless it's
10
100
stars.
and then 100
Oh,
stars.
1,000 stars.
1,000,000 stars.
Tell DragonCon you want them all back. Donate to the DragonCon charity this year, NAMI, Georgia. And also make sure to visit our guests on the Walk of Fame through the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna be sitting down, hanging out, so come see us.
Too, yeah. We're around.
They're around. All right, let's get to our last live question.
Live
question. Live
questions.
So the last question is a lot of pressure, but I do want to say that this has been a delightful panel, and you've all been lovely. So please do not worry that you have upset us, because it's been perfect.
You've been a lovely audience. Yes, you guys are a lovely audience.
So
Did you say they've been an ugly audience?
I know, Tamara. I said they were a lovely audience. This is why I
just got a compliment, and we ruined it.
I ruined our 10-star rating. I agree with you. They have been awesome.
I take it all back. My actual question is about the 200th episode, but I guess I need to explain which episode that actually was.
The 100th episode,
Really
we went back
kind
in
of you.
time. 200th episode, did we go? Was that the one where we went? We were in the 1950s.
Yes.
Oh, that
So I wanted to ask how it was to kind of have that role change from what you were doing with your regular characters, for Emily getting to be the detective, for Tamara getting to be the, spoiler alert, killer.
it was so great.
Unfortunately, TJ just got to be his grandfather, because he's just kind of the older version of himself in that episode.
Yeah, you
Wasn't
got the
I-
bum role. You got the bum role.
Oh, wasn't I the reporter?
No, that was Wendell.
The friend.
Wendell.
Oh, that one. Oh, that was really fun. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that was fun. I liked that guy. I smushed my hair up and.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad scientist.
Yeah, that was the mad scientist thing. I did How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey, and they had used my hair as Stu Luhu. Like they brought up, and I remember when we were doing that, I was like, I want to use my own hair and just kind of get it all smushed up. And yeah, we went back to the mad scientist.
It was amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Killer. Go.
Killer. Oh no, it was really fun to be the killer. I didn't expect it. It was the big reveal was that you're the bad guy. It was fun, yeah, so it was fun to play, and it was just fun to be in those costumes, because I don't think I'd ever done a period piece at that point.
Yeah.
You had.
Yes.
Not I.
But I don't think I'd done this. Well, I'd done 1960s. I hadn't done 1950s before. There is a difference. I remember the things I remember from that episode is I was early pregnant, and so I was like on these stairs, and David knew I was pregnant, early pregnant, and Ian Toynton, our directing producer, who oversaw all the directing, and I think he directed that episode, I like almost fell down a whole flight of stairs.
Oh my gosh, I remember it at
Like
that
these,
house,
like, yeah.
at Victorian House.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they ran over.
Oh, it was
scary for
terrifying.
me. I was wearing these high heels, and they ran over so quickly. No one else knew I was pregnant on that set at that time yet, because it's early, and I only told people that I felt like had to know. But that I remember.
Not us.
It was just. I'm not saying you guys didn't know. Well, you might not have known yet. I only told them because
They had
like, for
to know.
instance, I had to go to a doctor's appointment, and
Yeah.
like it affected David's. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah, they had to know. Those two had to know.
They found out when it was written in the script. And
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not true. Not true. But yeah, that's what I remember. But I mean, it's so fun to do period pieces and playing a different character. And so
If you
that
had
was-
not been pregnant and almost fell down the stairs, they wouldn't have come.
No, they wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, they weren't gentle. They weren't gentle.
They wouldn't, like their faces wouldn't have fully drained of color.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this has been a really amazing time spent with you. Enjoy the rest of your DragonCon, y'all.
Come see us at our tables. We're gonna be sitting there. Bye, we love you so much.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
There's your chair back. That you get that.